Hi guys! I've been wanting to do some sort of vlogging for a while. Like, I don't really have a concept yet. It's probably going to be like me talking about like stuff in my life, I guess. And because of what happened yesterday, I thought it was a very good idea to start now. So the plan for yesterday was to go out with some doll box opening at the park, but my eyes wouldn't let me. I had been feeling a bit uncomfortable in my eye for a few days. I blamed it on like maybe there is chlorine on the water, so when I take a shower I would like some chlorine in my eyes and so it makes it painful. Or I was thinking, oh, I spent too much time on the computer because like the day before yesterday I spent so much time like making this stop motion video, so I was thinking, yeah, I spend like hours doing the photoshopping, so my eyes is probably going to be like, that's probably why my eyes feel so painful at the moment. And then yesterday morning when I woke up, it was the worst ever. Like, it was really bad, and I decided to check what's inside my eye. Like, it felt like something was there, and I checked in the mirror and there was a small white dot on the pupil of my eyes. So I was like, it kind of freaked me out. Like, I googled it and all kind of gruesome disease came out, like corneal ulcer, that like all those crazy things. Like, whenever you feel something and you google it, like, you're gonna end up with cancer or whatever. So googling whatever you have is never really a good idea, but still, that's something I do. And so it sort of made me freak out. Like, am I gonna get blind or something? And it was really painful. And so we decided to go to the hospital. So my boyfriend googled like eye clinic, and we went to an eye clinic. And the first eye clinic we went to, they checked my vision, if everything was okay, and then the doctor looked inside of my eyes and he's like, yeah, you got some kind of, you have something in your eye, like something that's not supposed to be there is inside your eye. So, but I cannot remove it here, so you need to go to this other bigger clinic to remove it. And so we decided to go directly to that clinic, because for me it was getting a little bit scary. Like, I have something and the doctor cannot take care of it, and I need to go to a bigger hospital. So we went there and it was very crowded, and we had to sit there, and I was waiting. Like, we waited for more than an hour, and I was kind of panicking, like, what the hell are they going to do to me? Like, what the hell is wrong with my eye? And like, it was like painful, and I was like, oh my god, I'm gonna have a panic attack. I need to like just calm down. I was playing game on my phone to get my mind out of that eye thing, and it was like so painful. Like, I tried to close it and keep it closed, like moisturizing it was making it a little better when I closed my eyes, but not so much. And so we went to see the doctor finally, and he looked like, I had to explain what's going on, and I said, I see something white on my eye, like on the black part of my eye. And so the doctor was like, really? Like, kind of, you know, like, what the hell can that be? And so he looked inside and he's like, yeah, you have some kind of, it can be some, like, are you using cosmetic with little balls? Like, there is like some face rub where you have like little plastic balls, and it could be that. But I think it's not. Like, what I think is, because I was doing that powder, I powdered my dry pastel to create the dolls. So I make it into powder. I also use the white pastel because I just mix a different color of pastel to actually get the shade I want. And I'm pretty sure that it was one of those little pastel powders that got inside of my eye. So I say it could be that, and like, I'm pretty sure that's what it is, because I'm not using anything with those very small tiny bits of white. So anyway, he put something to anesthetize my eyes, and that was kind of magical. It almost like ripped apart, like the pain were almost gone instantly. That was really cool. And then I had to just, so what they call surgery, I don't think it's surgery, because I think they call it surgery just because of the anesthesia, because it just didn't do anything with big deal. It just had something to clean up my eye, and he brought it just like straight to my eye, and I just like, I had to look at over there, and he just brought that thing, and I saw that thing coming and coming toward my eye, and I just blink at the last moment, and he's like, no, you need to calm down. And so he just looked to see if that thing was still there, and it was gone. So I have no idea where it went, but it's probably on his like stick that he was using to clean up my eye. So I think that little particle had been in my eyes for probably since I created the polyp. And because it was probably moving around, but because it's so small and so white, I couldn't see anything. So, and he ended up digging inside my cornea, and like it was on the top of the blackboard, so it's more painful there. And well, kind of lucky that I noticed that it was there, because if I had been looking at my eyes trying to find something wrong with it, and it had been stuck in like on front of the whiteboard, I probably would never have noticed it. So like, so the doctor removed it, and then like I still had for a time, like until last night, the anesthesia was working, but no, this morning is like my eyes, it just feel in pain, because the thing is the particle was inside of my cornea, and because it was inside of my cornea, it's like kind of a little scar, so I need to wait until it's healed completely to be able to have like my eyes back to normal. And it's just so annoying. So I know that a lot of you guys have been like, people who have been looking my doll making video from my channel wants to try and make their own. So my advice would be like, if you are going to make it the same way as I do, like by making the dry pastel into powder, I know there is some dry pastel you can just put on the brush and use directly, but mine, I have to put it into powder first to make it sure that it's going to mark, because when I have this little powder on the doll, it actually colors the doll a lot faster and a lot better than if I just brush the brush on the pastel. Actually, if I brush the brush on the pastel, it doesn't do anything at all. So for those of you who need to do the same and like make that pastel into powder, please wear glasses. Like, I think I'm never gonna make a doll again without wearing my glasses, because this was like such a bad thing, like having this thing in my eye. It was just so terrible. So so that's point number one. If you're going to use a dry pastel the same way I do as a powder, because it's so volatile, protect your eyes. And also something I never mentioned, but when you are using Mr. Super Clear to seal the dolls every single time, please wear a mask, because it's bad for your nose and lungs and breathing apparatus in your body. So that would be my advice from what I learned like from yesterday. Like, please protect yourself when you're doing the doll painting, and make sure everything is fine. So my eyes is going to be okay probably within a few days or a week, and hopefully that was the only particle I have inside. Like, if I had something else, the doctor would have seen probably. So I guess that's it for the first vlog. It's not a funny one, but at least I think it's an interesting one. And see you next time, and have fun whatever you do. Bye!